Hello again, Dan here, Vinyl Fury for another entry in the vinyl collection series. Continuing in the M section, I have an artist collection here that I'm going to show you. The band is Minus the Bear, and if you're not aware of them, they're a quite popular indie band from Seattle, Washington, and associated acts such as Botch and These Arms Are Snakes. The guitarist of Botch started this band pretty soon after that band broke up, and they've been around for over 10 years and put out several albums, of which I have now all of them on vinyl. This is their first EP. It's called This Is What I Know About Being Gigantic, which was released for the first time on vinyl in late 2011. This is the 180 gram black version, limited to 1,000 copies. This and their first full length, both remastered from the original tapes by Bernie Grundman, and they sound really good. This is their debut album, Highly Refined Pirates. This is a reissue or a repressing. It was available on vinyl before, but from what I've heard, this is a far superior sounding version. Great album. Next is another EP. They make beer commercials like this, and this was pressed for the first time on vinyl in 2008. It was originally released in 2004, and there's on a few different colors. I managed to get the most limited color, which is Fruity Pebbles is what they call it. It's pretty sweet looking, and there are 500 copies of these. Goes for quite a bit now, but I'm going to keep it. It's 45 RPM. It actually sounds pretty good. And there's a couple of my favorite songs of theirs on here. The next album is Menos El Oso, which is Minus the Bear in Spanish. Came out in 2005. I think it's probably their highest regarded album, in my assumption. It's really good. And again, some of my favorite tracks are on this one. And yeah, if I would say start here, I did. Good stuff. And next, Planet of Ice. One of the harder ones to get on vinyl. There's been several pressings of it though, and I think all of them are limited to 500 each on the different colors. This is from the third pressing, and it is on an icy blue, which is pretty sweet. 45 RPM. Sounds quite good. Originally I had the fourth pressing, which was far inferior. It's 33 RPM. Sounds like it's from an inferior source. It sounded kind of dull. And I managed to get this on an auction from the label that put it out, Vinyl Collective, Suburban Home, and for pretty cheap, like less than $20, which it goes for more than that now. And yeah, this sounds way better. Nice gatefold. Yeah, that fourth pressing I would stay away from. It does not sound good. It was really just a cash grab from that label, who was just falling out at the time. They're pretty much over now. But great album. Really cool on vinyl if you can find one of the first three pressings. Next is a pretty sweet album, EP called Acoustics, which has several older songs played acoustically very well, and one new song. And it is a very cool looking blue cream swirl vinyl. It's limited to 5,000 copies. Pretty sure it's out of print now, or unavailable now. I'm seeing copies go for probably at least double what they were originally available for, but it's not impossible to find, and it's really good. Next came Omni in 2010. Kind of started to stray from their well-known sound a bit. Some more electronics, some more upbeat tempos. I guess that's not really a new thing, but it was a little bit different. And a lot of fans were not into it. I liked it because I didn't really get into Minus the Bear until around 2008, a couple years before this. So it wasn't like I had been sitting with their sound for years and all of a sudden they're doing something a bit different. I just kind of went with it. I enjoy the record. I think there's some great songs on here. And it sounds really good on vinyl. And most recently, their album Infinity Overhead was released. I showed this in a vinyl update. And this one is on clear vinyl, 180 gram. Very nice, very clear. And I think this one has still some of that Omni sound, but reaching back further into like the Menos El Oso days, and pretty good combination of those two. So that'll do it for my Minus the Bear collection. There's a version of Omni that's a special edition. There's 2 pressings of it, and each one has 2 different colored records, and it has a stencil, so you can spray paint the Omni logo like that. And when it came out, it was $10 more than that normal 180 gram black version, and I did not buy into that. I was like, no way, $10 just for color and a little stencil? Not gonna do that. Those are still available. I see them in record stores all the time, and they're cut down to like maybe $5 more. Sometimes I see them for the same price. But the black sounds great. So anyway, just wanted to show you my little artist collection there, and I'll continue on with the rest of the M's and get into the N's, and I'll talk to you then. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your music.